So one of the difficulties when we walk the tantric path is that, and I mean spiritual path in general, but tantric path in specific, is that as we remain in the world and there's not somehow this huge, glorious and heart-wrenching goodbye from the family and friends, and now I move in the monastery and nobody will ever see me again, and so forth, that process of detaching from the social realm needs to somehow happen inwardly while being in the world, and this can be quite a challenge. To have all sorts of superficial social attachments, to have all sorts of, let's say, continuous thoughts and worries about how people see you, who likes you, who doesn't like you, nobody loves me, I'm eternally rejected, I feel abandoned, I feel ridiculed by everyone, I feel people are mean, people betray me, there's no hope to ever, all of that stuff, that's not helpful, and of course is one of the main, let's say, contributors to an agitated mind. So in Tantra, we want to, and any spiritual path for that matter, we want to overcome these superficial attachments to the social realm, especially this whole mimicking attitude that we can see in society, where we just try to copy everybody around so that we sort of have a place there, and we have at least a fake feeling of belonging. Now, on the other hand, we do have a profound need within our heart, within our soul, to feel that we belong. This is for sure. But there is a difference between the wish of the soul and even, the self doesn't really have a wish in that sense, but the higher levels of our being having a profound wish to belong, and the wish to belong that we have at the social level, they are quite different from one another. At the social level, the wish to belong is based on a false assumption that you can't be alone, that you are in the first place separated, and because you're separated, you might be alone, and because you don't want to be alone, because then something horrible will happen, it's better that you attach yourself to all sorts of things and people and attitudes and so on, so you make sure that you are not alone. It's quite normal to happen. We are social animals, and we have let's say, a lot of instincts that lead us to have social attachments. But then the sense of belonging that is awake at the level of the soul actually is a wish to belong to the universe, a wish to renew our revelation, you could say, our acknowledgement that we are a living, breathing part of a living, breathing universe, that we belong to God, that we belong home in this everythingness of existence, the Tao, or however you want to call it. So when we feel, let's say, a more superficial urge to belong to a group, to a person, to a certain caste, or whatever it might be, then what we can do is we can sit with that social urge, social desire, social instinct, and contemplating it in depth, we will be able, if we do it profoundly and fully, to dive all the way back to that profound initial need to belong, namely to belong to the universe. The difference between the two is pretty clear. The social realm belonging is always based on an assumption that you are separate. This is me, and if I don't try to control everything around, having the illusion that I control stuff around, and I make people love me and push like this and like that, then me, separated little me, I will die alone, and it will all be very horrible. So the ground-based idea of those tendencies within the being is that I am separated. Whereas the need and even profound aspiration and wish to belong at the level of the soul is assumed from a base ground idea of oneness. The wish to belong at the level of the soul is the wish to belong to everything, to completely open up, to relieve ourselves of any limit, of any constraint, and to reopen to that profound intuition that we have at the level of the soul, that already we are one actually with everything, everyone around, and we simply find ourselves to be a wave on the surface of the ocean of life. So this is the profound difference between social belonging and soulful belonging. Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content on spirituality, Tantra and more.
And if you want to sign up for our online classes or for our retreats, you can see our website on the description below.